more information has unfolded that has drawn me even more into this storyline. Listen, I'm telling you, it's the storylines that keep me hanging on in there with the Oval. The storylines, I'm here for it. I am totally here for it. Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. This is my review for The Oval. Like I said, these storylines, now I'll give it to you, Tyler, on the storylines, but again, the intertwining, I'm still a little nervous about, but whatever, you know, I'm here. So we left out with a gunshot. We open up. Nobody been shot. I was like, really? All that? Ain't nobody get shot? All right. Okay. Here it is. The gun, the bullet literally went into some random home. And you see, like, the father's like, are you shot? I'm not shot. You shot? I'm not shot. And then you see this woman coming out of her house like, somebody just shot through my house. I'm like, okay. So, all in all, much ado about nothing. Moving on. So we see the president and the first lady. And she goes over and he's laying there asleep. She goes and puts a pillow over his head. You know, just messing with him. Puts a pillow over his head. He's like, get on out of here. You know what I mean? And they get to going back and forth. He wants to go after the boy who supposedly raped Gail. Nobody did nothing to her ass. Nobody done nothing to her. And then there was this really strange little banter between them two, where they talked about a 16-year-old, you know, because Gail's 16. She's 16. And she said something to him about 16-year-old. He says, I don't mess with 16-year-old girls unless they've consented. So the way that it actually came out in that little banter, I'm starting to believe that maybe he was actually doing the little statutory thing with her whenever they actually got together, that maybe she was 16 is what I gathered from that. I don't know. You all tell me in the comments what you all think. But I think that was just some type of little dig at him for when he actually started messing around with her when she was younger. But whatever. But he's dead set on the boy is going to pay for raping his daughter. Here, boy ain't did nothing to her. Anyway, moving on. So, back over at the butler's house, that little Barry done got a little attitude, and he being mean to the girlfriend. And he's literally angry at her because she is getting ready to go to work. Now, keep in mind, she just got a little job. It ain't no real career. Then she works as at the pharmacy. And she's not the pharmacist. She's just working at the pharmacy, stocking shelves and whatnot. And he had an attitude with her because she's going to work. Don't want to give her the car. I need the car. He was just nasty. Anyway, Nancy, the mother, she got in it and told her, girl, take my car. Then the butler comes, and when he came in, she could tell he was bothered by something and worried. And he wouldn't go into any details. So she kind of just let it go. But I don't think she's going to leave it at that. She knows something ain't right. So that's that. Her and her son supposed to go on down to the police station to file a report, kidnapping and all of that, and everything else that is actually going on. Moving on. First lady decides, well, she's going, and again, now here's this thing, how the first lady can just keep going through the president's phone. Like, he don't lock it. He don't give a shit. He just leaves the phone and don't care if she goes through it. It just cracks me up. He just don't give a shit. Like, whatever. Going through it. And she said, bitch, keep on posting. Keep on posting. So I'm figuring that's the mistress is posting things on her social media. So she said that she wants to go shopping. So she contacts Lily and tells Lily she wants her to go shopping with her. And her and Donald were kind of having a little talk. And he's saying, you know, I'm sorry, this is my first day as chief of staff, and I'm gonna go ahead and go to work. And she's like, yeah, I guess you should. And she's like, I don't really feel like going shopping with her. He's like, are you serious? She said, listen, I don't know what's going on with her. She said, because she only said that she said like less than 2 words to me the whole time she was being fitted for her gown. And he's like, if the first lady wants to go shopping with you, wants you to go shopping with her, then you go. You never know what it's going to open you up for. Then you go. I said, yeah, you never know about that first lady, honey. But she went on. And when she met up with Lily, we seen them on their way out to go shopping. She was just telling Lily, she said, I wanted you to come with me to go shopping with me because I just want you to know who I am. I said, okay, so she needs an adversary, basically. She needs her a good girlfriend to be an adversary. And I got a feeling they're going to pull up on the mistress at some point. But anyway, I said, I know that's right. She trying to find her a ride or die. She don't know. Lily's a tramp, honey. She screws people in airport bathrooms and things, honey. So I don't know if you want old Lily. Well, I don't know, because Lily will shoot him. Maybe. She might make a good adversary. But anyway, and she angry anyway because her husband is a little lightly in his loafers. But whatever. We're going to see how that all work out. But anyhow, then we see the young maid, the little pretty little young maid. We thought, oh, she's 28 years old. So, wow, she looks really, really good for her age. And she had went to pick up the tray. This was straight. Now, listen, dig this. This caught me right away. She went to the door. She went to Gail's door. Pay attention, you all. She went to Gail's door where the food that she had made such a fuss about last night was just on the outside on the floor for the tray to be picked up. She didn't even eat it after she raised all that hell the night before. So she gets the tray. She's walking away. As she's walking away, you see Jason. His name is Jason. Jason, the first son. You see him come out of that room, butterball ass naked. And he's just staring at her, and she don't turn around. And she later on said she felt like somebody was staring at her. But he came out of Gail's room naked and went on across the hall. What the hell is really going on? What in the hell is really going on? I said, okay, y'all tell me if y'all caught that. I ran it back and watched, and I said, Anyway, they go down. She goes down to the kitchen, and the phone rings. And it's his room. He calling for her to come back up. Her name is Jean. Calling for Jean to come back up. So Priscilla says, go ahead and I'll send the one little security guy. I think his name is Dawn. She said, I'll send him, Ron or Dawn. I'll send him, he'll be outside. So whatever. She goes up there, and he did. He tried to seduce her in there. He goes in there. She's like, he said he couldn't find the mouthwash, whatever. She goes into the bathroom. He come out, take his little shirt off. I said, child, she looking at him, honey, like, because I think he's got to be younger than her. So he got to be, what, about 15? Because if Gail is 16, he's got to be about 15. Because they're not twins. Anyway, his little flat chest, honey, and carrying on. She looked at him like, can I get out, please? And she paid his ass dust, okay? And went on. Weird. Very, very weird. But I need to know why you come butt naked about your sister's room. That's what I need to know. Anyway, or is this just me? Did I not see what I saw? Y'all tell me in the comments. But them two, I don't know about them two. Anyway, moving on. So, Kyle, you know Kyle, Special Ops Kyle, is out there having Donald run into each other. Donald's on his way to work. And he's like, what are you doing here still? He's going to say, I came to drive you to work. He's like, you know what you're doing here? This is stalking. This is stalking. And I'm going to have you reassigned today when I get to the office. No, sir, I just wanted to see if you got, just Kyle's crazy. Kyle is crazy. And I said, Donald, I think you done gave Kyle a little piece of that thing. And he wants some more of that. And you might as well just figure it out because he's a whole stalkerish, crazy weirdo, and he ain't gonna leave you alone, don't say. So I don't know, but anyway. So, all right, President, First Lady, and Jason are all at the table, and he says, "How was your night?" He says, "Creepy." He's like, "It's the White House. Like, why would it be creepy? This place is creepy." He said, "Hey." And then the First Lady got in on it, and they're like, you're not to be wandering around here. And I'm like, is he like a Christopher Crawford that you have to, because they do remind me so much, the two of them, of Christina and Christopher Crawford. Like, does he need to be strapped to the bed the way Christopher Crawford used to be strapped to the bed? What's really going on that we're not been privy to yet? These kids, I said, okay. So then the First Lady tells Priscilla to go up and get Gail to come down. She said, just go ahead in her room, knock and then go ahead on in. And she did just that. She knocked and she went ahead on in. And when she goes in there, this little whore's in there taking selfies with her top off. So here we go again. Priscilla and Gail get to going back and forth. She calling her girl, calling her a bitch, calling her stupid, all of this. Then they get into this little conversation about Barry, and she gave her a little history lesson and a slap on the wrist. Maybe told her about Emmett Till. She took a pillow and threw it and hit Priscilla in the face with the pillow. I was like, oh my God, Priscilla's going to kick Gail's ass at some point, and I'm going to be so here for it. I'm like just waiting to see her reach for her because she just is doing too much. And that's what she said. Why would you come into my room anyway? She said, because your mother told me to. Did she? No, you came in here just to embarrass me. No, you were already in here embarrassing yourself, you weirdo. Anyway, a mess. But yeah, Priscilla gonna jack her up one of these times. She's gonna upjack the stew out of her, and I'm gonna be here for it. Anyway, so let's go to the little pharmacy. Sharon. Sharon is the name of the girlfriend. Okay, Barry's girlfriend. So she's all on edge. Then we found out there's a little something with this little coworker, this cute little coworker, who actually is the son of the pharmacist that owns the pharmacy, the little drugstore that she works at. But Sharon's getting into it with this little customer named Miss Jackson. Now, Miss Jackson said, Tyler, you done stole this character right off of Martin. Because if that ain't Miss Jerry from Martin, she'll say, I don't want no goddamn sass. She was in there talking cash shit and just being just as mean. It was so funny, but she reminded me so much of Miss Jerry from Martin. But Miss Jackson was in there cutting up. She was say, I know that you gotta get that girl together because I ain't gonna have no sass. I'm 93 years old. I think she said 93. She said, I ain't having no sass. See, I used to be young and sexy, baby. I know what to do. I said, no, not. I know what to do. And what is that, Miss Jackson? Sorry, Miss Jackson. Woo! She a whole mess. I ain't talking about she know what to do. But I don't want no sass. Then she took the magnifying glass. You said I could have it for free. He did not say that you could have that for free. But he didn't care. He's like, okay, Miss Jackson. He's cute. He's a cute little boy. And said, you know, I've been supporting this place for a long time. It's black money. Black money. I'll take my black money and go on. But I don't have no sass. She was a whole mess. I used to be sexy. Did you, Miss Jackson? She a mess. Anyway, so him and Sharon, he told her, he said, you know, Snappy, what's going on? And then you find out he got a little thing for Sharon. And he's like, I know you got a little thing for me. And she tried to play it off like, I never said that or whatever. I'm like, she wants some of that thing. And trust me, she let you do it to her upside the wall and stuff, honey. Trust. Ask me how I know we seen her, honey. Anyway, but yeah, he don't like the boyfriend and he feels like he ain't the right one for her. She will say, what did I tell you? I told you about talking about him. I was like, girl, you definitely barking up the wrong tree. But she getting tired of Barry anyway, so there's a little competition. I said, here we go. Okay, come on, add to the storyline. There we go. Anyway, so, all right. So then they call for coffee. And the butler goes and walks in. And ain't nobody in there but the family. Well, they sent Jason out of the room. That's why I said he got to be like 15. They sent him out of the room. And so ain't nobody in there now but the president, the first lady, the butler, and that little whore, Gail. And he questions the butler about his son. He says, my son, he's a good boy. He would never do anything like that. So you're calling my daughter a liar? And he told him, you're fired. And he fires the butler. And he walks out. And the first lady says, so, you little troll, you're going to take that little lie right with you to the grave, huh? Is that it? You tell him the truth. Tell him the truth. There are cameras all over this place. You tell him the truth. And she says, I lied. He didn't do anything. He said, are you serious? I told her, you go to your room. I said, go to her room. No, she needs to go to one of the bunkers in the basement where they used to beat the shit out of people on Scandal. That's where she needs to go, honey. And they need to call Huck to come in here and fix her. Anyway, I'm doing too much. I'm sorry, y'all. Anyway, let me get off my soapbox, but on boom, bam, and I'm back. But that's what she did. She need to be being Huck down in one of them bunkers, having terror at. Anyway, so then the president gonna say, there's cameras all over here. And the first lady said, wouldn't you like to know? I said, oh, she bluffed y'all, honey. I'm sure there really is cameras all over, but she bluffed them, child. And she said he was a dumb jock, and that she's the reason. She keeps saying that he's a dumbass jock, and she's the reason that he's even there, and that she should actually be the president, but the country just ain't ready for it. I said, come on here, Miss Thing. Anyway, so let's move on to Kyle and Bobby. So actually, I thought that they had Bobby in one of the bunkers at the White House, but they don't. They have him in this abandoned building. So Kyle dismisses everybody. He says, I'm going to get some information out of him. We found out Kyle knows Bobby, and they working together some kind of way, trying to get something going. And Bobby lied about having sex with Lily and all of that, because he was supposed to be going into Donald's house and I guess finding some information or something. He wasn't supposed to be messing with Billy. He's looking for some type of something. But Kyle was doing all this like sexual advanced stuff on Bobby. He kissed him in the mouth while Bobby was tied down. Bobby told him, he said, you know, I'm going to kill you and spit on him. And he grabbed his bird and everything. I was like, "Oh, you doing too much, Miss Kyle." Nah, girl. I mean, we go up for Bobby. Bobby's a sexy something, but girl, I can't get down with the Me Too movement stuff. I wasn't feeling that. And he really, I mean, when he kissed him in the mouth, I got real uneasy. I didn't like it. And then when he grabbed his bird, I said, "Ah!" I was done. I said, "Girl, he gonna tear you up, and you deserve it, cause that's you doing too much, sis. You doing too much." And he told him, he said, "We're gonna do this right here, really? You gonna do this?" And he gonna say, "No, you know, I like to be dominated. I ain't trying to dominate you. I like to be dominated." I said, He said, "Let me out of here." He said, "Get me out of here before they come back." So he did. He let him up and let him up out of there. And I was like, a mess. That cow, you was doing a whole lot with Donald. It was kind of irritating me. But that little thing there kind of threw me all the way over. Now I don't like you, Cal. I ain't into that. I can't get into, I ain't into the whole the raper type vibe. That rapist kind of, and that gave me very rapist, Me Too type of vibe. I was like, you didn't grab his bird, honey, and kissing him in his mouth. Girl, you doing too much. And I hope we do get him somewhere along the line. Come back and get him later. But anyway, because he just, he's a little too much. Like, you're doing the stuff to Donald. You're doing too much. You're really doing too much. And I think you're really loose. Don't it remind you of the killer from The Bodyguard? Here I go again. The killer from The Bodyguard, the one that was trying to get Whitney and tear her up. Yeah, weirdo. Anyway, but okay, let's go on over here. Let's finish this up. I haven't talked long enough. Going over here to the police station. So this is, well, where is, they said, who is the group that you're saying actually that this girl Ruth is with? And they told her the Rackadoochies. Child, look, this is, I haven't said this in none of my, I haven't said that name in any of my reviews up to this point. Because that name is ridiculous. The Rackadoochies. She's with the Rackadoochies, honey. Say it. Rackadoochies, honey. Anyway, I said, what, they got a pool hall and a pizza shop, honey? The Rackadoochies. Anyway, but we find out, honey, Ruth is dead as a doorknob, honey. They done killed Ruth. And he's like, where's my baby? I'm like, they don't know, child. She over there eating pizza and shooting pool. He with the Rackadoochies, honey. I'm out of here. Child, this is too much. The Rackadoochies.